Hello everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs, and today I have an unboxing of the GGC treasure bag, and this one's in flower and shells, and this is the Demure collection. I believe she had 2 colorways. I think by now that these guys are probably already sold out, but if you like what you see, a lot of these bags have just as many beads in here as this one does, if not more, and so just get on her mailing list, and I will link her down below in the description, her channel and website and everything. Get on that mailing list. She'll put out a video of exactly what's in this bag prior to her dropping it, and then you can pick and choose which bags you want to buy, because it's not a subscription box. There's no surprises here. You know exactly what you're getting when you buy it. So if you'd like to see what's in this collection, then just keep on watching. So Gina was one of, if not the first bead channel that I ever tuned into while I was learning how to bead. I started off with books, and then I went onto YouTube to look for some tutorials, and just to be able to open these bags that she makes today has just been a real joy and pleasure for me. So I just wanted to say thank you to Gina for sending these bags over for us to look at and play with and fan over. So let's go ahead and open this up. There's a lot of beads in here, lots of components. Look at all of this. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing some crystals, of course. Look at some of those shells. I'm just gonna dump it all out here just at first. Get these bags out. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. We got some seed beads in there as well. Okay, so you get the kind of general idea of the color scheme. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom us in, and we'll go one by one, okay? Okay, so for the first selection, it would have been a 15-inch strand of 6mm round floral white glass pearl beads, but my bag is missing that strand. So if this happens to you, please just reach out to Gina, and I'm sure she will send you a replacement strand right away. I didn't receive those, so we're going to go to the second selection, and that's going to be this 15-inch strand of 9x6mm creamy white dyed freshwater shell beads. And look, you get some really nice mother of pearl effect on those. Definitely want to get into some of the shell. They would have paired really nicely with those pearls, so I'm sure for most of you who got this bag, those pearls look really great next to this strand here. The next selection is 13 inches of 7x4.5 by 3.5mm oval seashell color golden frame electroplated glass beads. And I have these in some different colors as well in my stash, and they are always just a nice little touch when you want to have a little bit of metallic in there, but don't necessarily want to use some of the metallics that might tarnish. This is a really good option. You guys, this is a 16-inch strand, 4mm round, peach opaque electroplated glass beads. And I really like the colors that she picks out for her electroplated beads. They really are probably like the most classy coatings that you can find. You know how sometimes they can just look over the top? These look just really, really nice. Next, we have 11.5-inch strand of 4x4x4mm triangle nugget opaque clear glass beads. And I don't know if I have triangles this tiny. These are super cute, just little ice cubes. They almost look like Herkimer diamonds. If you've ever had a strand of those, they're just really, really pretty. And I love triangle beads. Okay, you know how I said the other one was 16-inch strand? Well, this is an 18-inch strand of 7x3.5mm column peachy mix electroplated glass beads. And these have a mixture of different colors in here, and they're very, very nice. They look like the colors that you would pick out of a mother of pearl. And so that is just so perfect for this bag. Look how pretty those are. Just very shiny and pretty. Very like opal-y to me, like white opal. Oh my gosh, look at this strand. This is a 12.5-inch strand of 4x3mm star cut wheat electroplated glass beads. The color on this is stunning. They are so bright and beautiful, and they're bringing in more of a warm tone to this a little bit, so you guys have a little bit of a contrast And these are going to be beautiful just for spacers. I think I just want one little stretch bracelet with just these. They're just so pretty. Okay, so this is crazy. You know how we had the 16-inch, the 18-inch strand? Well, this is a 22-inch strand. And as you can see, it's massive. This is a 22-inch strand, 8x5mm faceted flat rondelle, peach electroplated glass beads. Let's just let them speak for themselves here. Let's have a magpie moment. Only to be a little outdone by the last strand. This is still a 20-inch strand of 6mm English cut round bisque electroplated glass beads. And again, we can let these guys speak for themselves, but you are getting a massive amount of beads, you guys. As I've said before in these unboxings, I have challenged myself to make and use every single bead in one of these treasure bags, and I cannot do that, and I am a professional. I'd like to know if anyone else has achieved that. All right, last for our strands, we have these Hishi beads. This is an 8-inch strand of 6mm Hishi peachy dyed shell beads. So this is a natural material. There's some natural variations. And again, bringing some of that natural component in with the very highly faceted crystal, I think is just such a nice little change. Right before we get into autumn, it is like the cooling off period of summer. And so we still have some of those beachy kind of vibes, but we're also getting into the cool glitz and glam of fall. I truly love that she is doing this. She has included a 10-gram pack of beige Toho 80 seed beads, and these have a luster to them, so they work so well with the other beads that we already have. And as you know, this 80 size is pretty much the most friendly, in my opinion, for stringers. There's a lot of things you can do with it, and it's still small enough that if you want to bead weave with this and create a pretty, a nice piece, you can still do that. This is a nice change in texture. This is a 30 bead pack of 8mm rounds. 8mm is one of my favorite sizes. Golden glitter baked glass beads. And so I don't necessarily see the glitter, but as you can see on the screen, I do see that splash of painted gold on the outside of the bead. And I haven't seen this bead before from her, so I'm really enjoying this addition to the collection. Next, we have this beautiful pack of a 6-piece 11.5 by 11.5 by 8.5mm white synthetic carved coral flower beads. So we're not damaging reefs or anything like that, but we have that look. Again, it goes so well with the rest of the beads in this box. I do love a little rose, if you will. You can probably peep mine right there. I do love a rose, so I'm happy to have these. You guys, she's really spoiled us this time. Look at this. This is our crystal pack, and you get 6 10 by 13mm clear faceted bicone beads. Those are so beautiful. The clear ones right here. The next one are 6 of the 8mm slate gold faceted cube beads. So you get those as well. You get 6 of the burley wood faceted cube beads. So you have 2 colors of the burley wood, or of the cubes. Let's see if we can tell the difference. They look pretty similar. One is a little bit warmer, as you can see, and then the others are like more cool tone. So those bottom 2 look to be a different color. All right, and then we have faceted column beads as well, and those are in the burley wood color. So as you can see here, and the facets on these are so crisp. These really are very nice crystals. As you can see, the hole on those. This is what those look like. Look how crazy. I don't think we've ever gotten a crystal pack of the triple A grade crystals of this amount. So she really did us a little extra this month. Oh, look at this, you guys. The next item is an 18-karat gold-plated brass 30 by 30 by 4.5mm cubic zirconia flower connector or pendant. And look, that gold tone is so nice. For reference, my ring is rose gold, and so it is a very nice, like, chill gold color. All the gold in this pack so far that I'm seeing looks really good. And this is a pretty unique little connector. I haven't seen one like this before. I think I kind of want it for like a bracelet. What do you guys think? Next up is a 40 by 20 millimeter golden tone alloy rose pendant. That is so pretty. It's like dual-sided, like a little bit. Like these still have some details on the back. And of course the rose part is 3D. I love that guy. Here is a 35 by 29 by 4.5 millimeter golden tone alloy shell pendant. And we've got a nice, pretty shiny side on the back and a nice detailed side on the front. Definitely could hang some of those flowers or pearls or crystals either in the front or as a little hidden gem just for you when you're wearing a necklace. Having those inside the shell portion as a little secret that only you know about. Look at this. This is one electroplated gold stripe natural seashell pendant, and it says these vary in size, of course, because it's a natural material. But look, this is what mine looks like. Super pretty. You get 3 of these shell pendants with pearl inside, and these are faux pearls, of course, but this is a 20 by 20 by 8.5 millimeter, and you get 3 of those, and that's what the back side looks like. Those are super cute. Can't wait to make some either bracelets with a charm or something off of these. Next, you get 2 of these long shell pendants, and these are 30 by 17 by 4 millimeters. So they're pretty flat, but they still have some, like, this looks to me more of like, I don't know, like an oyster maybe, I don't know, kind of shell. But there you go. And the ones, I think I kind of want to use these for earrings, actually. I think those look really cool. Look at this cutie here. So there's a hole in the top, if you can see that, if I can get it to focus. But this is a golden tone alloy trumpet shell with faux pearl, and this is a pendant. This is a 21.5 by 11 by 8 millimeter. And look how cute she is. Again, the gold tone is really, really great. It is not too much at all. It's really, really nice. Look at the quality on these, guys. So this is 2 8.5 by 20.5 4 millimeter golden tone alloy and rhinestone heart pendants. And the shine on the rhinestones look really, really nice. This is the back side for you to see. So pretty. Lastly, for our pendants, we have 25.5 by 16 by 6 millimeter white jade and brass gemstone pendant. Look at that. And so you can actually kind of see some of the inclusions that match the tones of some of the other beads that you're getting in this box. So it should be a perfect complement. We have a bunch of toggles here. So we have 6 sets of 1/2-inch golden alloy toggle clasps. So these are still big enough for necklaces, but really great for bracelets as well. And this is in a little bit more of a stronger tone of gold than the others, but still very wearable. So she's really giving us some cool stuff to play with this time. This is 2 17 by 9 by 2.5 18 karat gold plated brass and cubic zirconia multi-strand reducer components. So, I mean, you can think of a 3-strand necklace, a 3-strand bracelet. You can think of chandelier earrings with these. These look really nice, and there's so many options for these. Oh man, these bead caps look really nice. These are, it says 14 karat gold plated brass, 7.5 4-petal bead caps, and that's why, because they are actually gold plated, you guys. Like, what is happening? You have to get on that mailing list. Look at all this stuff that we have and some of these really nice components too, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun this time with this box. All right, to cap it off, we have 6 24.5 by 2 millimeter 14 karat gold plated brass curved bead tubes. And as you can see, there's some like a diamond cutting in them, so you can definitely use these, and because they're you know, gold plated, I would use these, but you can also use these for making barrel knots and other sorts of things because they are a tube bead. But I love these. They're just slightly curved and definitely adds some variety to this box. All right, you guys, so you heard me. I keep saying box. This is not a box. This is a treasure bag, and I couldn't think of a more apt name for this, especially with some of the beautiful gold components that we have in this box, along with the cubic zirconia, the really great quality crystal mix, as well with the Toho seed beads. I mean, what more could you ask for, especially for a box that is of beige, wheat, off-white, gold tones. This is a perfect end to the summer. We're still having some of those shell-themed things, but it's not over the top. As we move on into our cooler weather, I think this is a great transition of seasons box, and I can't wait. Bag, I can't wait to play with it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and organize this into an actual box so I can call it a box. And I will show you what I have, how I have it organized, and we will end the video, okay? Okay, you guys, so here is how I've organized it. And as you can see, like if I had the other strand of pearls, I would have had to double them up with somebody because we just get so many beads. And look here, these are our really expensive, like really nice crystals, and that's like filling up half the container. And so this is like the big organizer, not like the tiny one. This is kind of what we normally see. This is the big one. And then also look, that like 24, I believe, inch strand of those flat rondelles almost take up the whole compartment. So this is a big treasure bag, you guys, and I'm excited to play with her. So let me know what you'd like to see. I think I'll start out with some earrings just because I like getting the vibe. And I also kind of wanted to show you that these also had seed beads on there. So in addition to the 8.0 Tohos, we've got some more, it looks to be like an 8.0, maybe a 9.0 kind of size, like a little bit smaller than these. But they are of like a wheat color, so we can use those too for spacers. Anyway, tons of stuff to play with here, and I can't wait to get started. I hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I will see you in the comments section. See ya!